Oh, there we go.
Oh, you can do it like that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We're vlogging like this.
All right.
Good morning. We're here from Nokia Trends Lab. Early in the morning, sitting here with Josh Wing. How many hours did you sleep? Because we left the same time you did.
Well, it's not really morning, but it feels like morning. It's gray and rainy, but let's see, it's almost 1:45 in the afternoon. I went to sleep at around 6:15 and woke up at 11:30, but I have a little jet lag. So I arrived yesterday from America and from Singapore on Monday, so I don't know what time of the day it is, but I'm glad we can do this, no problem.
How much hours of sleep do you get, say, a week? How do you function with that low hours of sleep?
It's hard, unfortunately. I love what I do. I love making music. I love DJing. For me, that's my love, my passion. I get paid to work, to get to the gig, and leave the gig, and everything in between. The no sleep, the jet lag, the immigration, the customs, the airports, the taxis, everything else that goes with that. This is just, I treat it like something I do, and it's part of my work. Not getting any sleep and always being around smoke and the jet lag, and it's a shame. When I'm home, if I'm home for more than a week, I like to try to get around 8 hours sleep. My girlfriend goes to sleep earlier, so I kind of like to follow her sleeping patterns and try to go to bed by around 11 o'clock and get up by 7:38 in the morning. So it varies though. It's one inconsistent thing in my life.
Last night you played at Nokia Trends Lab. How was your set, first of all? Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was a great promoted party. I think it was very crowded. The production was very good. The lights, the visuals, the sound system, the music from the other open artists, Steve Bug, Jules, Benny Rodriguez. Everything was great. I thought it was a little bit like a concert more than a nightclub thing, which worried me a little bit. It was a little bit too bright, but I think in the end people were very happy with the outcome, and I was happy with the outcome because everybody came outside of Amsterdam Central to the MTV studios, and it was difficult to get there. People had to take the boat, or you had to take a taxi, which was expensive and long. And with all the other things that were happening last night, we were very happy to, have had such a great group of people.
You also did the 360 Lab yesterday. What was that like? When did you hear about that? Was it your idea? Was it their idea to do a 360 video?
We were approached by that. My management and the promoter here the promoter here was approached by Nokia to do this event with me, which I was presented with the whole package in the beginning, with the concept, the link to the website, and getting to see other artists that were involved. And it's unique and different for me to do stuff like this. But I thought it was like a really cool, creative, different artistic process to bring to my music. So yesterday it was really weird, we were a little bit late. We were 9 minutes late, coming in, and then all of a sudden there's all these people in these white suits, waiting for me, and it was at the MTV studio, and then it was just I was bombarded by attention, by all these cameras really quickly. So it was very different for me, but it was very cool, and I'm really looking forward to the whole outcome in the end. And when it was presented to me through my management, through the promoter, this whole big idea and what they have to do, I was very scared because I didn't think it would be so, I don't know. I thought it was going to be more commercial than it was artistic. But the director of the video, he was really cool. I talked with him about his vision, and I'm excited to see the outcome. And everybody, all the winners and the people that were involved were very enthusiastic about how it was taking place and how their involvement will help make a project in the end. And who knows what may be happening to the video when it's completed.
So when you're DJing, we went to see Dave Clark last night, and something we were wondering is how hard is it to put on that last record that the next DJ has to, try and take over from. Last night, Benny Rodriguez took over from you. What's that like for both? When you're on both sides, what's it like to be the one putting in the last record, but you also sometimes usually are the one that puts the first new record in? How does that work? Do you talk with the DJs beforehand, or do you just have an idea of what you want to do?
Well, for me, it's 100% spontaneous. There's no rules, there's no guidelines, there's no what the first record, what the last record. I 100% go by what people, or what the feeling I get from the people in the crowd. You know, I think DJs have this professional quality or intuity to them that you don't really necessarily always think of it, what your last song is to play for the next DJ, but how you're going to end the story to your set. So, you know, I never really thought of what the last record was, but I thought about what time it was, rather. So I know Benny is a very versatile and talented DJ, so I can probably leave him with a very difficult record to mix out of, and he would do a good job at taking the story to another area, how he does it. And then Steve Bug left me at a certain area, because it was time to switch. So at 2 o'clock, he said, "Are you ready?" So for me, when I switched over to Benny, it wasn't necessarily like, wow, well, how am I gonna, what record am I gonna leave him with? It was more or less, it's 2:30 and Benny's going on, and okay, this helps bring closure to my set, So it really depends on the feeling of the crowd I have with that intimate atmosphere I have with people, to understand and to convey my journey with my music for the set.
We